now the Sextet from Hunger playing their original arrangement of one of their recent recordings, the Harmony Rag. Now next in the request section, the full band again, and our rundown on an old Indian folk song, well, it's Indian anyway, Cherokee. Reserve Corps is now in operation, fellows, providing new and greater opportunities for the veterans of today by establishing a sound promotion policy, cutting administration details to the bone, providing for the ultimate establishment of some 350 training schools in all parts of the country, and promising adequate training equipment for reservists in the immediate future. Contact your nearest ORC unit commander or Army unit instructor for the complete details. Find out now about your new ORC program. This is our Salute to Reservists show, dedicated to a safe and secure America, and featuring Eddie Skrivanek and his orchestra. And right now, our special guest...
Oh, won't you come with me to Alabama? Let's go see my dear old mammy. She's frying eggs and broiling hammy, and that's what I like about the South.
Phil Harris, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, neighbors. This is Phil Harris. I'm here, and I'm mellow as a shallow. So how about everybody perking up? Let's make with some songs and some music.
Well, put out the lights and call in the law. It is Phil Harris.
The one and only, Eddie. The one and only.
Well, Phil, it's really swell of you to drop by. And may I ask, to what do we attribute this surprise visit?
Well, it's just this, Edward. Remley and I, he's my guitar player, and I use the word loosely. Well, we were listening to the wireless just the other night and chanced to pick you up on your ORC show. And seriously, Eddie, I wanted to drop by and wish you all the luck on your new series because, truthfully, I think you really got a swell show.
Thanks, Phil. You know, makes a fellow feel real great, those good words. And you know, now that you're here, I want you to know something. Take a look at the boys in the band.
Yeah, I was just looking up there. I was having a look
at... anything different?
I was having a look at that union. Yeah, no, I can't say that I noticed anything. They look like just average musicians.
No, you see, these boys are all wearing shoes, see?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they have got shoes on, haven't they? Well, that's probably because you pay better than Jack Benny.
But, Phil, the boys in your band don't have shoes. How come you do?
Well, that's elementary, my dear Edward. You see, I have a little deal with the Bank of America. They carry the papers, you see, but I get to wear the shoes.
Oh, I see. All right. But, Phil, now that you're here, how about a song?
Well, you're on, Dad. How about just striking up with that band? Let's let them swing out. Hey, do you mind if I'd plug a late record of mine?
Not at all. This I expected.
Hit it, Union. Let's choo 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 to Idaho. Come on, let's go. Let's choo 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 to Idaho. So, Mr. Engineer, let's hear that whistle blow to let 'em know we're on our way to Idaho. Hey there, fella, soon we'll be in Pocatello and then Sun Valley. According to my Rand McNally, tell the folks back home in Chi, tell them toodaloo goodbye. Let's choo 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 to Idaho. What a trip, it's terrific on that Union Pacific. What a change from that covered wagon day. If those old 49ers had these up-to-date streamliners, they'd commute clear from Butte to Iowa. So hey there, fella, here we go through Pocatello and there's Sun Valley. According to my Rand McNally, tell the folks back home in Chi, tell them toodaloo goodbye. Let's choo 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 to Idaho. Well, pardon me, folks, but if you ain't observed, I'd like to announce that our dinner's served. And glancing at the menu, I'm proud to say the chef is really cooking up a mess today. The full-course dinner is a work of art, and I most highly recommend our a la carte. The dining car is open and it's straight ahead. The first one there is the first one fed, and it's the custom here, though it ain't the rule, that if you late, then you wait in the vestibule. And folks on the counter we aim to please. We're the latest and the greatest in facilities. I just got word from our engineer. The green light is shining and the track is clear. We breaking every record and I ain't surprised, 'cause she's a mighty locomotive and she's dieselized. From west to west, from coast to coast, the Union Pacific is the foremost. So hey there, porter, when we pass Nebraska's border, get my spurs out, get my boots and western shirts out. If I'm going west today, might as well go all the way. Yippee-i-o, let's choo-choo-choo to Idaho. Come on, let's go, let's choo-choo-choo to Idaho. Come on, let's go, let's choo-choo-choo to Idaho.
Ladies and gentlemen, come on back here, Phil. We've just got to have more.
That you can be double sure of, Phil.
Well, I want to tell you, Charlie, you and Eddie, that it's really a pleasure to be here.
Well, it's great having you on the show, Phil Harris. And I understand, Phil, that we sort of got you almost on the run this time. Aren't you planning to hit the road on the tour side right soon?
Yeah, we're going to be very busy this summer, Charlie. We're going on a lot of one-nighters, and then we're going over to Europe. Ask me about it, because I want to tell you about it.
Yeah, how about it? I want to hear.
Well, Eddie, we're going to spend 3 glorious weeks again at that famous Palladium in England. If you remember, Jackson and I went over there 2 years ago. We're going back this summer, and I'm certainly looking forward to it, because I had a wonderful time there 2 years ago.
I bet you did. And just who's in the entourage this time, Phil? Who's going along?
We're taking Jackson and Rochester and myself, and we'll work in the act at the Palladium. Yeah. But, of course, Alice is going, and so is Mary Livingston, because after we finish at the Palladium, we'll have about a month just a vacation through Switzerland, Scotland, France, and Italy, I hope.
Well, Phil, we feel real lucky to have you here on the show, especially to get you now before you leave town and all.
Can I do another song?
You know it.
Well, I'd like to do one, Eddie. I'll tell you, this is truly a Dixieland number, and I think we have a fine arrangement on it, and I know these guys, you got the best musicians in town. I know they can really whip it out.
Take a bow, fellas, take a bow.
Can we do it?
Yes.
All right, let's suppose that we clamp down on a little That's a Plenty.
All right, here we go.
That's a plenty's got a beatin' it, the rhythm's got a lot of heatin' it. I bet you 5, 10 to 5, it's gonna get you doing what it's doing to me. The Dixieland comes oozing out of it, the Dixielanders sure proud of it. They call it jazz, to beat jazz, and that's a plenty for me. Well, it takes you down to New Orleans, down Basin Street with all the queens. You don't have to have the means, a little bit of rhythm and you're going right with them. Well, shut my big brown rolling eyes if you don't rock it to the skies. Hey, boy, say, boy, that's a plenty for me. You're gonna get mellow when that fella blows blows his horn. Down where the blues were born, you'll be gone. The trumpet's our trumpet gonna do me something. We'll beat it out, brother. There's no other remedy. And that's a plenty, plenty, plenty for me. Well, once you start, you're gonna stay in it. Every night you're out cafeing it. Swing your queen. What I mean, brother, you're as gone as any human can be. And when you're in the mood, there ain't no stopping it. Live it, breathe it, blow your top in it. That's the jazz. To be jazz, and that's a plenty for me. That's a plenty's got a beatin' it. The rhythm's got a lot of heat in it. I bet you 5, 10 to 5. It's gonna get you doing what it's doing to me. The Dixieland comes oozing out of it. The Dixielanders sure proud of it. They call it jazz. To be jazz, and that's a plenty to me. 'Cause it takes you down to New Orleans, down Basin Street with all the queens. You don't have to have no means. A little bit of rhythm and you're going right with them. Well, shut my big brown rolling eyes if you don't rock it to the skies. Hey, boy! Hey, boy, that's a plenty for me.
Well, Phil, it's really been swell having you here on the show with us, and please make it a point to hurry back and see us when you get back from that European tour.
Yes, Phil, do that, and have a good trip, won't you? It's been wonderful having you as our guest.
Thank you, Eddie, and as I said before, I'll repeat myself to both you and Charlie. It's always a pleasure to come down here and do these numbers with you fellas because you're certainly nice to me, and I promise you that as soon as we come back from Europe that I want to come down and do it again. Thanks, ladies and gentlemen. You've all been swell, and so long, fellas.
Thanks for coming by, Phil. This is Skrivanek again, folks. I hope that you've all enjoyed our half hour and that you'll join us next time. Our special thanks to Phil Harris for guesting. So long, everybody.
Now, this is Charles Arlington inviting you all to be on this same spot on your radio dial next week at the same time for our Salute to Reservists show. Salute to Reservists is produced and transcribed in Hollywood by C.T. MacGregor and presented by the Department of Army Organized Reserve Corps. Listen now for your local announcer.